Good morning to all of those tuning in. This is the Love Lemon, and today we're back to playing Richard and Alice. So, last time we got into a sticky situation, we could say, or things got heated. So, on Alice's flashback, both Alice and her son kind of got into a weird position where Alice was stuck in the basement and her son was talking to two of the outlaws who could have easily killed him, which one of them did, but they went on their way. And back in the facility, Alice and Richard escaped by setting the place on fire. But with that being said, let's get right back into it. Right. Bonnie is sick. Bonnie, sweetheart, can you hear me? I'm grown. Oh, sweetheart, does it hurt? Slowly nods. I don't know what to do, Bonnie. What do you want me to do? Bonnie? That's not good. Oh, Bonnie. Okay, so is there anything we can loot? I don't want to do anything with the table. Nah. Probably nothing, again. Unfortunately. Okay. Is there anything in here? Nothing in the bathroom. Toy chest, nothing to do with it. Nothing there. Nothing else in the cabinet. Sums it up really. Got everything under the cupboard. Why bother? Don't feel like cooking. Can't get up the stairs, but what's the point anyways? Jesus Christ. Is there like anything we can do in this situation? What do we have? Gun, I hate these things. There's nothing else in the bag. A toy car, Bonnie gave it to me. We already read this, didn't we? Yeah, this is that really long one. An extendable ladder. So, do we just go back home? Can we give the card to Bonnie? No. Okay, so what? There's nothing in the shed, really. I guess heading back to either the church or the lake will be our best bet. Because there is still that box, right? I've never been religious, but I suppose if there's a time to give it a go. Okay, I mean, you do you. Hey, we got all the notes. What am I supposed to do? I just need someone to tell me. I don't know anymore. Oh God, look at me. I'm standing in a fucking weather station, or whatever this eventually was, just talking to myself. But the Lord were here. Wait, who's there? You seem uncomfortable being here. I have good reason. A church is a safe place. It's a haven from the horrors that exist outside. And here no one will judge you, and nothing can harm you. I don't think the elements respect religion too much, nor do the gangs for that matter. And anyways, wasn't this place converted to a weather station? Ah, but you can find God's presence anywhere you choose. I don't believe in God. Hell, if I did before, I certainly don't now. I'm sorry you felt like I was pressuring you to believe. That isn't why I'm here. Then why are you here? Just sitting in the confessional, waiting for people to come by? I'm here because we're all in this boat together, sailing towards our destiny. I'm here because people need someone to be there. After all, you came. I sense a person who is desperate, confused, maybe. You could say that. Come, speak with me. No, I don't do confessions. I'm not Catholic. I don't even believe... This isn't about Catholicism. This isn't about faith. This isn't even about confession. To confess, you need sins. And is anything truly sinful anymore? Exactly. So come. I guess even just talking with someone would be nice. There we go. Now, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I do prefer to address people by name. You don't have to give me your real name, of course. No, it's okay. I'm Alice. Alice. So tell me, Alice, what would you like to discuss? Bonnie Church. Let's go top down, I guess. Who are you? What's your story? If this isn't about faith, are you even a priest? Why do you ask? Funny enough, I have trouble trusting people these days. I'm a man, a survivor, just like you. Sometimes when I'm safe, I take walks by the lake or visit the graveyard. And that's all you do? No capturing or killing or... No, rest assured. I have no intention of doing anything like that. Not unless I truly have to. There are people who'd have you believe they truly have to do that every day. They're scum. I hate them all. But for all our differences, we're all the same, aren't we? We're all trying to exist for another day. See the sun rise in the morning, see it set once more. But survival makes people do terrible things. Terrible is subjective. Of what do you speak? My son and I were held captive in a basement for days. We've been attacked just a few weeks before some men tried to take him from this very building. My partner was killed by a mob of men who were stealing from us. They took our food. We barely had enough as it was. I think I have a pretty good idea of what terrible means. Would you kill in order to stay alive? What? People are only responsible for their actions for as long as they're in control of a situation. Wouldn't you say? I don't. After which point, we turn to our instincts to get by. We are but animals, Alice. We do what we need to. So you'd kill me now if, say, we had food and you were hungry? I'd try to reason with you. I'd see if we could trade. Most of all, I'd invite you to share what you had, in hope that you would reciprocate. And if I had nothing? Alice, you must understand, these are not times in which we can always afford to think for too long. I assure you, though, you are safe here. My son, he's... Go on. He's sick, like really sick. He needs medication so badly. But at this stage, I don't even know if it would help. And I mean, you don't have any, do you? He's so unwell. Do you know where I can find some medication? You must. You help people, right? That's what you do? Right? Alice, I'm very sorry, but I don't think anyone has seen any kind of medication for months now. And if you could source any, where do you think it would be? Simply lying around the floor for anyone to pick up? Gangs have monopolized it. You pay hundreds for a single pill. No one has that sort of money. Well, quite. Oh, who am I kidding? It's hopeless. He's going to die. He's already dying. What am I going to do? We'll all have each other has. And he's in so much pain. You can tell he can't move. He can't speak. All he does is sleep or moan in agony. I can't take it anymore, but then, what would I do without him? Surely, you've coped with loss before. What the fuck? This is different. This is my son. How old is your child, Alice? He's 5, huh? Why do you laugh? If we were here, if he could speak, he'd be telling me off right now. 5.5, he'd say. Children and their pedantry, especially when it comes to months on their age. So he's 5.5, so he's aware of what's going on, or rather, was he, before he became unwell? Bonnie, or maybe barely, or maybe, I don't know. He must have had an idea, but I always tried to protect him from what I could. He was born into the world that was rapidly going to shit. By the time he could form memories, everything was completely fucked. He barely remembers his dad. For most of his life, we either lived in a horrible, dirty shelter or we were homeless. I often wish I never brought him into this world. Hell, I even wished I could take him out of it. No, I can't think like that. Can I? It's natural for a mother to want to protect her child, even if it would mean doing something unthinkable. No one can tell you how to deal with this, Alice. It's one of those things in life you must work out for yourself. But I do know you don't believe in God, and I'm not pushing you to do so. I know that God will help you make the right choices. Do you come here often? To the church, I mean? I'm here quite a lot, yes. Have been for a while, in fact. Oh? What, since before it was a weather station? Around the same time, perhaps, but for me, it's always been both. Not one or the other. I worked here for a time. Wow, a religious scientist, huh? I believe the two can coexist. I'm no fool. Alice, I don't dispute the systems that we have delivered to us all these years of snowfall. Actually, fun fact, there's no reason for religion and science. I guess not fun fact, I guess this is just personal opinion, but I honestly, even though I'm not religious, I don't see why religion and science can't coexist. Like, why can't you have evolution and still have God? Can't God have just done the whole Bible thing and also had evolution? I don't know. Fuck me if I know. I don't know. It's not my religion. I don't know enough to say one thing or the other, but it just seems that, like, for someone so, like, touted as so very intelligent and kind and blah blah blah, it would seem that a god would favor evolution to just creating things. Like, I guess a god might just create things out of nothing to get everything going, but from there, wouldn't they want to have evolution take its course and just have the universe be how it is? Because I don't think a god would favor one life form over another. But in the same vein, if a species were to die out, or even an individual animal, they'd be equally as sad. But I think they would also be aware that life has to be life, and some animals will have to consume others, and some animals will consume plants, and the whole complicated mess of how a world works. And if a natural disaster happens and wipes out some animals or species, then that's just kind of how it is. At least that's kind of how I see it. I don't really see any god, whether it be one or many, not caring, but I also don't see them caring so much for one species itself that every other species is just there. Like, that one's kind of weird, you know? I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion, and that's fine. But I'm actually curious to hear what other people think. Can science and religion coexist? If so, why? And if not, why? I just want to know. I don't believe it to be punishment from above, as many do. I believe it is something we have to do our best to cope with. So, what? You're trying to turn this place back into a church again? Well, as I say, my belief is that science and spirituality can exist side by side, and sometimes people come and do what I can. I can watch the snow, I can observe the weather, the way it changes subtly, but damn, that word, right there, enough to make a difference, the temperature, the wind. And when I'm not doing that, I can pray. I can help others who are seeking guidance or conversation to pass the lonely hours. For all the mess here, it's really a beautiful little building. I have to say, not too grand, just right. It feels homely somehow. I've always thought the same. It's one of the reasons I enjoyed when my work brought me here. In fact, it always feels homelier than where we were actually housed. A building up the way on the other side of the woods. That building, and this place too. I've seen some nasty things in their time, but then it's all about survival, about seeing another day. I guess we could talk about the weather. It sounds like a big cliche in the world, but I suppose it's pretty apt. Unlike many, I never tire of talking about the weather. How did this happen? How could we have missed it? For all the technological know-how that we have, and for all the scientific advancements we made, there are still things we miss. In fact, the weather has always moved in mysterious ways. Humanity used to believe it was sent from a higher power in order to praise or punish us. Today we know otherwise, but in many ways it's almost like a god in itself. It has the power to give life and the power to take it away. It's funny to think, isn't it, that some parts of the world are uninhabitable because it's too hot. At least, I assume that's still the case. Yes, as far as I know, acres of blistering desert so parched that nothing can survive. I suppose we have it lucky. Luck isn't a word I'd use right now. Actually, I'd better go, I'm sorry. I just need to get out of here. Very well, tell me, if you do not wish to speak with God, is there anyone you could speak with? Since Bonnie got sick, no, there's no one. Except my partner, I suppose. Bonnie made me talk to a grave a while ago. It's not even his. Bonnie doesn't know that, but I just wanted to help. And did it? Did it what? Help? Did it help? Him? Probably. Me? Nah. Actually, I don't know. You know what? Maybe it did. Perhaps you should talk to your partner now. I'm a firm believer in the value of family. Your partner will always be the person from whom you seek guidance. Maybe you're right. Thank you. You are very welcome. Alice? Yeah? I'm not here to tell you what to believe. We have free will for a reason. You have your views, and they are just as valid as mine or anyone else's. You should always follow those beliefs. However, I hope you take some solace in the knowledge that I will be praying for you. And I do believe, even if things seem bleak, or if they become unfathomably hard to handle, that there's someone looking out for you, someone guiding the way. I wish you the very best of luck. You know, out of any priest, granted, I don't know if he's a priest or not, but out of any religious person, I guess that would be the most reasonable religious person I've ever heard. And it's actually kind of nice. Hey. Christ, I feel stupid. It's not even you down there. I don't know if you even got a proper fucking burial. I'm sorry, we couldn't exactly stick around. I don't know who's really down there. This whole place is full of unmarked graves. I suppose it doesn't matter. Mark? Oh, that's the husband. I miss you so fucking much. Not a day goes by when I don't. Why do I have to be so goddamn brave? Why did you have to go and do the quote-unquote right thing? Why can't it have left off on me? If you were here right now, you'd put your arm around me and tell me your plan. You knew what to do. You always did. Hell, if you were here right now, maybe this wouldn't have happened at all. Bonnie wouldn't be sick, and we wouldn't be stuck here in the middle of this fucking power play between God knows who. It's all your goddamn fault, you know? You always had things sorted. Always knew the best way forward. The world no longer has a place for people like you. Mark, it's all just chaos these days. Maybe it's better you're not around to see it. I never should have been a mother, should I? You always said to me, Alice, it'll be fine once he comes along. Stop fretting. Well, that turned out well, didn't it? You couldn't make this up. You were always my rock, always telling me everything was going to be alright. That I'd be okay. That I'd be a good mother. And you know what the worst part is? The worst goddamn part of all this? I know exactly what you'd say if you were here. You'd tell me I'm stronger than I think, that I don't give myself enough credit, and I'm far too hard on myself. You always did that. Looks like I finally proved you wrong. Huh? It doesn't feel like a victory at all. Mark, our son is sick. Really, really sick. I tried to help him. Christ, I fucking tried. And I'm sure some of this is my fault. But look at it. Look at the state of this fucking world. If I hadn't been so... If it hadn't been pneumonia, it'd been something else. I found medicine, but it was no good. The only people around for miles are mercenaries and murderers. There's no one left to turn to. He's suffering, Mark, and I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. I can't stand to see him go through this. Do you remember early in our relationship, my depression came back? I was going to take my own life. You came over unexpectedly that night and found me there, pills in hand. Do you remember what you made me promise? That no matter what, I'd never give up on myself again. That I'd keep living, for you, for myself. For the first time in years, I felt like breaking that promise. But then I remember your face that night. I remember how I broke your heart, and I can't. And then I look at Bonnie. I see that special, amazing, wonderful life that we created together. And I look at him now, and he's suffering, Mark. And he's not gonna stop suffering. I don't know what I can do to stop it. You know, you always knew what the hell I should do. I don't know what to do. What should I do? Answer me, you fucker. Answer me. So this is how it is. This is how it ends. Like that one book goes, this is how it ends. This is how it ends. This is how it ends. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. Bonnie? Bonnie, how are you feeling, sweetie? Groan. Oh God, oh Christ. Bonnie, sweetheart, your mommy's brave. Fierce lion. You made me happier than anyone else in this world. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry we brought you into this hell. You deserve better, Bonnie. We all did. Bonnie, I love you very, very much. Holy shit! Alice, I'm so sorry. It's okay. I've had a long time to come with terms with it, but maybe you understand now why I lost hope. I understand, and I'm sorry again. I've come so far though, Alice. I guess the least I can do is make sure you don't screw up getting us out of here. Oh wow. This is not how I remembered it. The fuck? I don't think there's anything else to do here. I have no idea how to even log into this thing. Any ideas, Alice? How should I know? Fair enough. It's a computer terminal. Looks like here I can't even figure out the login procedure. Think very carefully before you do anything with that, Richard. What? Oh, nothing. Let's see if he's got anything useful in his pockets. Ah, what's this? A pocket mirror. Not quite what I was hoping for. I guess he liked taking care of his appearance. Decent looking pocket mirror. That could work, but I'll need more mirrors. But the lasers are blocking the exit. I'm not gonna try walking through them. Hate to think what would happen. It's beyond the layers if we have to deactivate it first. No, I wouldn't even know about logging in. Don't think that's gonna happen. Okay. What in the hell do we do here? I can start using items on Alice. Hey Alice, yeah? Something's been bugging me. This family photo. When I first showed you it, you looked taken aback. Like you were really surprised or something. I did? Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just making things up. I don't know. You said your family was beautiful, if I recall correctly. Was there something else, though? Richard, let's just get out of here, okay? Well, alright. I don't want to hit her with the brick. I don't need to give this to Alice. What are you holding it? Wait. He said that we needed more mirror, right? Could we smash the mirror? Because how mirrors are made nowadays, they should have a silver backing, right? Or some kind of backing that allows light to be reflected once it passes through the glass and bounces back. Let's try it. Let's smash it up into bits. Oh, it did work right then. Really, Richard? Mirrors over the lasers? I thought that only worked in movies. Not at all. It's a perfectly logical solution. Careful now. Ow. I bagged my elbow. Bingo, 1 down, 3 to go. Two down, 2 to go. 3 down, 1 to go. Just crawl. But hey, I mean, it worked. Shit, what was it? I only need 1. Richard, what are you talking about? Right, okay, don't freak out, alright? I need to tell you some things. I'm listening. Okay, look, that place I mentioned before I got myself in here, I had a bit of a deal going down. Just something that would make my life a tiny bit better for a lot of people, but it went slightly south. I gave myself up so I could lie low and wait for this all to blow over. There are people on the outside working on it. Everything's fine, don't worry, but we have a man on the inside in this place. Are you shitting me? No, the plan was, if I needed to get out, it wouldn't be too hard. A carelessly unlocked cell, a hack of a keypad. No one would ever be able to point the finger. This guy, he's been feeding us access codes for a while. Why? We did some deals with this place too. We're actually not too far from the storage bunker. It just made things easier if we could slip in and out unnoticed. The radio, though, he'd radio through the code. Sometimes we'd come and trade suppliers. So naturally, when I had the opportunity to turn myself in, It was a relief to know that there was a friendly face waiting for me, in case I did need to get out in a hurry. Wait, so this entire time you've been here on your own volition? Well, mostly, yeah. I mean, sure, I wanted to face up to what I've done, but it's a safe place too. You know what they say, the safest in the world. What the hell is this deal you're talking about? And you know what? I'm siding with Alice on this one. What the fuck is he doing? It's not important, really. I'll explain properly when we're out. Just supplies and things. Trading, I mean. Christ, it's not like the government bothers any more, isn't it? Okay, fine. Punch in the code and we'll get out of here. So, here's the thing. There's a security exploit in this particular lock system. The way it caches the memory, it's possible to make it so that any previous access code works. It's pretty simple. Alright, so do it. Well, the problem, I don't recall any of the access codes. It was alright when there was someone else here I could have asked. Are you fucking kidding me? There's no codes that stood out to you? You gotta be fucking kidding me. If you can access the cache again, and you remember vaguely what a number is, you can narrow down your potential numbers a lot. But like, God, this guy's a fucking idiot. Right, so we're stuck here. No, hold on, let me think. Though only 8 digits long, it must be able to remember one of them. Think, Richard, think. Richard? Yes? Give me that photo. What? Why? Just give it to me. No, why? I don't think you're in any position that could be questioning me, are you? Alice, please, it's all I have. Oh, relax, Richard. I'm not gonna destroy it. Okay, but I don't understand. Right, let's have a look. One 3 1 8 2 2 2 0. Alice? Oh, just shut up and unlock the door. Richard, I'm sick of this place. Alice, how long? Just fucking do it. And we're out. We're free. So, what now? We probably talk. We've done a lot of talking, don't you think? Maybe too much. I don't want to talk right now. I think we should. I know. Alice, you don't seem okay. Maybe... I mean, I understand, but come on, we're out. I know where we are. I know how we can get to safety. And we can work out what to do from there. I know, Richard, it's just... Like I say, what now? Back to surviving? Barely making it? Back to doing all these awful things we have to do to survive? Alice, listen. When I was a kid, a really young boy, whenever I used to get really down, when I'd feel really hopeless, my father would take me to one side. And you know what he'd say to me? No. He'd say, Richard, Brussels sprouts survive through the winter. Tomatoes turn to juice. Oh no, shit. The guy that was talking to Bonnie was Richard? Daddy, I'm a Brussels sprout. What? Not even a smile? Well, can't win them all, I guess. Let's just go then. You must think I'm a terrible person. I don't think you're a terrible person, Richard. I think the world is terrible. awful place and people do terrible things. That isn't what I expected you to say. I didn't think you'd understand. I understood. It's crazy, isn't it? How two lives can collide like snowflakes falling in the wind. Chance encounters, fate, or coincidence. I don't believe in fate at all. You know that. And neither do I. It wasn't how it must have looked. Oh, that's my bad. I wasn't even touching my mouse this time, and it's always the mouse problem. The Polars, they may not be the nicest of people, but they were providers. They gave them clothes, food, shelter. It could have been worse, a lot worse. And by dealing with them, by trading with them, hell, we helped a whole lot more than we could have done otherwise. That's how you see it. You took away their choice, Richard. They starved to death, you know, upstairs. What chance did they have then? That wasn't my fault. Oh God, Alice, you don't understand. I had no choice. It wasn't long after that day in the church. I got tired of running, turning myself in. I wanted to make up for what Jake and Caleb had done. In the process, get clothes, food, shelter, imprisonment, safety. Sounds familiar. Don't try to paint this as self-sacrifice, Richard. You're hiding from the mess you caused. You don't understand. If you say so. It was for Sarah and Josh. The Polars, they made sure my family would be taken care of, like, properly. None of this forged medicine, none of these scraps of food. They helped me get them into the zone. Christ, we would have all got into zones. This one girl, Lucy, she was our ticket. Caleb and Jake, they fucked things up for a lot of people when they killed her. Did Josh know? Did she know what you've done for Sarah? No, she suspected. Sarah said some things after the guys did what they did. This guy showed up. This fucking guy, he was looking for Lucy. Before we got to him, he saw Sarah and he told her what we were. He told my little girl her father was a monster. It was over. Then they took what I provided and left. I deserved it. I know I deserved it. None of us deserve any of this. No, that's right. You don't deserve this. Bonnie didn't deserve this. Bonnie, Richard, when you say you got to him, I tried to talk to him, tried to explain. Lucy would have been safe if he'd only listened. The Polars aren't bad people, Alice. They're just men and women like you and me doing what they have to do in order to survive. The whole world is chaos. I wonder about that. Sometimes everything's so chaotic. But we were brought together, our lives intertwined. We were given a second chance. So, is that why you brought me here, Richard? For a second chance? So what? You'll keep me safe? I can be your new bargaining chip? What? Alice, it's not like that. I just want to make everything right. Oh, sure. You big brave man. And your desire to right all the wrongs of the world, no matter how many people get hurt in the process. Can you change the weather, Richard? Can you make the people you left to starve? Can you bring Bonnie back? Don't talk to me about making everything right. I'm sorry, you know, Alice. You know I'm not a monster, right? Richard? Yeah. before whatever comes next, before we decide how to proceed, can I ask one thing? Sure. Can I say goodbye? I still have no idea who's really buried here. It was I don't want to know. I'm sorry. In the end, it didn't change anything. Does it really matter where you're rotting? The earth will swallow you no matter where you are. Alice. Hello, sweetheart. I know Mommy hasn't been to visit in a long time, and I'm sorry. I hope you're okay now, Bonnie. I hope you're warm and not sick, and that you're playing with Daddy. I hope the sun's shining, and the snow's all melted, and you're looking down, and I hope you're having lots of wonderful adventures with Daddy. And I hope you know that I love you, Bonnie. I love you so, so much. I will always love you. And I hope you've forgiven me. Mommy will come back and see you soon, Bonnie. I promise. What the? I buried it here, Richard, with my son. In your daughter's keepsake box. How's that for irony? It's not loaded. Maybe, maybe not. You mentioned only having one bullet. Did I? Memories can be deceiving things, can't they? You know, I just don't quite remember. It's not loaded. I don't see you prepared to take any chances. But you said you understood why I did what I did. Why this? Why now? I understood, Richard. Of course I did. I understood you made your choices, and you did what you had to do. We both did. Now, surely, you can understand me. You're doing what you have to, but it's wrong. But you're wrong, Alice. You don't have to. You don't want to do this. I can provide you safety, warmth, and nourishment. Slavery. Not for you. You're different. Things are different between us. I'd rather take my chances alone. I won't lie, Richard. You've been a good friend, or at least pretended to be one. But I'm under no illusions. You kept me talking to find out how much I knew. To find out how easy it'd be to move on from this. You never cared about me. Alice, that's not actually true. I didn't even know who you were when we started talking. Eventually I realized, of course, but not always. And how long have you known about me? How long have you been deceiving me? First time I saw the photograph, I considered you a friend, Alice, and I'm sorry for what happened. More than you ever know. I just did what I had to do. And so am I. You'll never survive out there alone. Neither will I. We need each other. But at least we'll die free. What about Bonnie? Did you let him die free? Did you give him the choice? Fuck you, Richard. Just fuck you. You might not have given him a choice, but you did the right thing for Bonnie. You know you didn't. Is that what I did so bad? I helped people to live. Sure, they weren't free. But what was the alternative? Dead of hypothermia? The people you saved didn't seem very alive to me. It wasn't my fault. Neither is the men like you, is it? Don't you think it haunts me every minute, Alice? What those people went through? How everything fell apart? Just think about this for a minute. Just think. Listen to me. We understand each other. We make a great team. We can get through this. Maybe we do. And maybe we could. And maybe one day, in the distant future, when the snow's melted, we'll see each other again. But I want no more part of this. I want to get away. I don't hate you, Richard. I'd be lying if I said I could judge you. But I can't stay. Turn around. Oh God, no, please. Oh, relax, Richard. I'm not gonna kill you. Now, turn the fuck around. Oh, shit! Ugh, my head, what the... Alice? Alice? Dear Richard, we do what we have to do. Say hello for sale for me, Alice. Alice, I'm sorry. Wait, what the fuck happened? Is she gonna rat out Richard to the Polars, or... What the actual fuck? Okay, I know that's probably one of the worst endings that one could get. But okay. Yeah, I'm just confused. I guess. Yeah, well, fuck. With the time we have now, and with how much I have to actually run through this game to get the last of the endings, I will, and this sucks because I actually kind of hate doing this, but I will end this part here, and in the next one, I will just do the endings back to back to back, because there is 4 more endings. I just kind of have to play through the whole fucking thing again, which is kind of annoying, if you ask me. But it's kind of whatever. So yeah, I don't know. I was hoping to end it all here. I didn't think it'd be so long. But yeah. So that was an ending, and actually has me curious for the other endings. As are they worse, better, or just different? I don't know, but I want to find out. Though, granted, with that being said, I don't really have much to say until I actually go through all the endings. At least, I don't think I should be saying much, just in fairness to the game. So, I'll hold my comments for next time, but I will say I didn't hate this ending. I'm just a little confused by it, I guess, as I don't know what the implications of this ending is. But yeah, so I'm gonna end it here. So thank you for tuning into the frequency. This is the Rebel Lemon signing off. So good night and sweet nightmares.